Virgil was built in 1923. Today, it's one of the most exclusive buildings in Manhattan.
Hi, I'm the new maid.
With such wealth comes the expectation of the highest quality of service.
They Will Kill You. Zazie Beetz, Patricia Arquette, Heather Graham, Tom Felton.
That was Heather Graham, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
In a movie which I thought was going to be very close to like a Ready or Not movie, and this was far from a Ready or Not movie. It feels very similar. Feels similar, but it's like a John Carpenter Kill Bill-esque movie. I was happily surprised with this movie.
A little bit of The Raid too.
A little. I
didn't. Wait, before we continue, I'm glad you could join us from prison.
From The Hague.
Hey, when you gotta smuggle in the camera, you gotta smuggle in the camera. Okay, lube is gold.
Okay, but They Will Kill You. It felt very John Carpenter, very Kill Bill. It caught me off. I only saw that one trailer. That's it. I didn't watch any other trailers for it. I saw the original, the first trailer. I was very surprised, and I enjoyed where this movie went with the violence and the action and the story. The story is really good. I enjoyed the story.
I mean, it's not a great story, but
no. It's a simple story, but it worked for this movie. And whereas Ready or Not and Ready or Not 2, which is all just one movie, Ready and Ready or Not 2, those felt different, even though the themes are very similar, which is interesting. When I saw this movie, I'm like, oh, the theming is very similar. You have this class of rich people that are trying to kill this one woman, and this one woman is Zazie Beetz, and that I was like, okay, well, that's like Ready or Not, but then they take it and they spin it. They give you the different lore, versus in Ready or Not, it's, hey, this high class, they're granted like power and autonomy over the government or whatever, like the highest level. Here is like they're being granted eternal life.
Immortality.
Right? Exactly. Immortality. They can't die, which I thought was great. I thought that whole part of the movie, part of the story is great, where no matter, you can blow them up, you can do whatever, they'll come back. Like Heather Graham looking like Beetlejuice at one point.
That was hilarious.
With the shrunken head, I'm like, that was great.
Oh, the eyeball?
The eyeball and everything. This is very sci-fi horror action.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Very much
so you're not far off. It felt like a guy who was like the director was a huge fan of Tarantino and a huge fan of Kurosawa.
Mm-hmm.
That you just kind of go, because Tarantino's influence is one of them is Kurosawa. So when it's like he just said, all right, now I'm going to put stylistic stuff into it, which at times I was like, that's pretty rad. And other times I'm like, you're doing too much. But I mean, they're both into feet.
Yeah. I liked the camera cuts where it went from like regular to like widescreen thin. It felt very old school manga anime kind of thing, like that. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I think Zazie Beetz was really good. I think the story that they gave her as to why she's why she goes to this hotel, the Virgil, and they even give you the lore of the Virgil Hotel and all the people that live in it, and the whole thing about there's different levels of hell. Like when you go to the elevator, every level is a different thing in that hotel. I like, it was just, I think it's seven. I think they did do seven floors, and every floor is a different thing.
They're on the 8th floor at the end, I think.
So every level is different, and I enjoyed
reminded
what
me of
they
that
did with that
video game, that old school video game, the Kung Fu game, where you gotta climb up to the top.
Didn't Bruce Lee have a movie like that?
Yes.
No, wasn't this his last movie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one of them he got kicked in the chest by Kareem.
That's the one I'm talking about. But yeah, I will say Zazie Beetz. It was really good in this movie. Like everyone else plays a bit part in it. Although I will say Patricia Arquette's horrible Irish accent was bothering me through a good chunk of the movie.
I was like, wait a minute, wait.
Then she played a drunk.
Accent?
It at points it sounded like she was trying to do it, and then she didn't. It went away. Then it was like super thick. I don't know. Not a fan of it.
I mean, I like how in her backstory she fell in love with this one guy because he was African American. She wasn't. That they found their sanctuary being there at the Virgil, which is why they stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was kind of nice. A little pushy, but nice.
I like the introduction of her husband, though. I thought that was a really good introduction in the movie where he's just cursing her out. So
For eternity.
yeah. Well, I will say the director.
If you've been married, it's the other way around.
I will say the director. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Kirill Sokolov. I don't know what else he did, but I know this is produced by Andy and Barbara Muschietti, the duo behind the Flash movie and the It movies.
Great movies, especially the Flash.
Yeah, the greatest. Michael Keaton returned, baby. Best CGI I've ever seen in the movies.
You're looking all Jack, baby.
Yeah. But I hadn't seen anything else this guy's done. At least not that I know of. But I think his influences are. You can totally see the influences he has when he's making this movie. With it, even the poster is Kill Bill, right? The way the blood spews out of the bodies is Kill Bill. And I just thought it was a good blend of a Kill Bill-esque movie with John Carpenter sci-fi flair, like Big Trouble Little China, like that kind of like. To me, that's what this movie felt like, a good mix of those two movies.
Yeah,
and it was enjoyable.
You're not wrong.
And it was an enjoyable movie. It was a lot more enjoyable than, I will say, Ready or Not 2. I had a lot more fun with this movie than I did with Ready or Not 2.
But you're not a fan of Sarah Michelle Gellar? How dare you? How dare you? And the deaf cult that they have there in that movie.
It's not that. I think this was a better put together.
This one's more
film.
fun.
Yeah, it has a lot more fun, and I think it's
a humor.
I think
Zazie tries not to be so, and this one tries not to be so serious about it, yet still fun, though a little gory.
Yeah, and I think Zazie Beetz is what makes it better. Her versus, although Samara Weaving is good, I think Zazie Beetz was a lot more charismatic to see on screen. And
you mean
I believe
Dimension 12's Margot Robbie.
I believe her more. I believe her more. She's a lot more believable in the ex-con fighting, which I thought was good. I thought was really well done.
I like Zazie Beetz. Zazie Beetz was pretty dope in this movie. I was wondering how long she would be in her underwear the whole time. Then also she goes pants, boom. It's like, all right, cool.
You're like, oh
yeah.
Then your pants went back up.
I was like, well,
yeah.
I'm done. I can't watch this movie no more.
I'm bored.
I thought this was America.
I'm bored.
No, but she was pretty dope. It made me kind of go like, I thought it was gonna be more of a like when I saw like she was killing people in her chonies. I was like,
in her chonies.
She's gonna do this and kill. She reminded me of some other movies where like you see these gritty like fights, and the fights didn't come off as like too choreographed, yet very choreographed. That makes sense at all? Where like you can see like it's two timed, right? Your turn. All right, let's go. But she just was she erratic throws. It seemed more realistic the way she was fighting instead of someone who trained for hours and days.
Yeah,
I'm sure she trained for hours and days.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
But I enjoyed
Yeah, I believe her beat my ass.
Yeah. I enjoyed it from the first fight scene that you get in the room where she's taking on the four people, you to the what is it, the ballroom where the axe on fire, the whole axe on fire
room,
fight,
yeah,
the dining room. Yeah, I thought I enjoyed it. Even the final fight, where she's fighting pig-headed Patricia Arquette, right? Spoilers.
You mean just Patricia Arquette?
No,
whoa, easy.
Easy.
No, because it was just her. It wasn't like
but she had a pig head on.
Yeah, I mean, but can you call it that? It just sounds weird.
But I'm talking about that fight.
Abducted.
I'm talking about that
she's
fight.
Stubborn.
That the fight with Patricia Arquette with the pig head on her head, and she's throwing down, and then you have the pig tentacles and all that. I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought even that final seat, that whole final fight was great, and the resolution of the movie was really good. And the way the movie ended reminded me of when Cheech shows up in From Dusk Till Dawn at the end, and he asks like, "How did everything go?" It's like,
there you go.
One place is as good as the other, as another. Like that whole end scene in From Dusk Till Dawn when George Clooney and Juliette Lewis come out of the titty twister. That's what it felt like when Zaz.
No.
I felt like that. I felt like the same thing when Zazie Beetz and her sister actually come out of the Virgil and they see the private detective that was hired. That felt a lot like that movie. That's why. So I think all the little pieces that this took from other movies made me enjoy it a lot more, because it felt like, oh, that felt like it wasn't taken directly from it, but it felt like it fit just like From Dusk Till Dawn. This is feels like from Kill Bill. This feels like,
because it brings in things that you've seen before that are beloved to you, or to a lot of people. So there's a lot of influences. Yeah, definitely.
And it worked. It for me, it worked. I came out of the movie enjoying it.
No post credit.
No, and that's fine. You don't need a sequel to this one. You're good. If you guys saw They Will Kill You, let us know what you thought in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And on that note, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.